everyone. Today I am here with my next video on the poem I Have a Sister, My Sister is Deaf. This poem is written by Jeanne, Whitehouse, Peterson. Now students, as we all know, deaf people are not able to hear, and so they have problem in talking to, and to convey their messages they have to be taught sign language. And here I have an image of sign language. You will definitely like to read it. Just see the difficulty level of such people, how they have to move their fingers and hands and do different types of gestures to express themselves. Here is the poem. On the left side, you will find the poem in red, and there is the explanation in black just beside it. I'll read the poem and then the explanation. I have a sister. My sister is deaf. She is special. There are not many sisters like mine. My sister can play the piano. She likes to feel the deep rumbling chords, but she will never be able to sing. She cannot hear the tune. My sister can dance with a partner or march in a line. She likes to leap, to tumble, to roll, to climb to the top of the monkey bars. She watches me as we climb. I watch her too. She cannot hear me shout, "Look out!" But she can see me swinging her way. She laughs and swings backward, trying to catch my legs. The narrator tells us about her sister's hearing impairment and tells us what a special sister she is. She says that her sister can play the piano and feel the deep rumbling chords. However, she will never be able to sing or hear the tune. Her sister can dance with a partner and march in a line. She likes to leap, tumble, and roll and climb to the top of the monkey bars. She watches the narrator as she climbs up on the monkey bar with adoration. The narrator swings and asks her sister to look out, but her sister cannot hear her warning. So she surges forward and tries to catch her legs. I have a sister who likes to go with me out to the grassy lot behind her house. Today we are stalking deer. I turn to speak to her. I use no voice, just my fingers and my lips. She understands and walks behind me, stepping where I step. I am the one who listens for small sounds. She is the one who watches for quick movements in the grass. Let us see the explanation. The narrator and her sister are stalking deer. The narrator uses her fingers and her lips to communicate to her sister. The narrator listens for the sounds. The sister observes movements. This signifies the bond the sisters share. And you can see this picture. This picture is of Helen Keller. This is not of this poem, but since Helen Keller also had hearing impairment, she was not able to talk, she was not able to hear, she was a blind girl too. But here we can see how she is lip reading by touching the other person's lips. So here in the poem, the narrator says that both the sisters, they go out behind their house to stalk the deer, to catch the deer or to follow the deer. When the narrator wants to talk to her sister, she doesn't use any voice. She just moves her fingers and her lips. Her sister understands her gestures and her lip movement. And whenever they are walking and stalking the deer, the narrator steps forward and her little sister, who is deaf, who cannot hear, she follows behind. The narrator is able to hear things, but her sister is quick in watching things. She's alert and she keeps watching the quick movements in the grass. When my sister was very small, when I went to school and she did not, my sister learned to say some words. Each day she sat on the floor with our mother, playing with some toys we keep in an old shoebox. It's a ball, our mother would say. It's a dog. It's a book. When I come home, I also sat on the floor. My sister put her hands into the box. She smiled and said, "Ball." "Ball?" it sounded to me. "It's a ball," I repeated just like our mother did. My sister nodded and smiled. "Ball," she said once more. Again, it sounded like ball to me. When the sister was really young, she used to learn words with their mother while playing with toys that they used to keep in an old shoebox. The narrator too came back from school and taught her little sister. The narrator remembers how her sister pronounced the word ball. Now my sister has started going to school, to my school. Although our mother still helps her speak and lip read at home, the teacher and children do not understand every word she says, like sister or water or thumb. Today, the children in her room told me, "Your sister said blue." Well, I heard her say that long time ago, but they have not lived with my sister for 5 years the way I have. So the narrator says that now the sister has started going to school, although her mother continued helping her to speak and even lip read. The teacher and the students don't understand what she says and her speech lacks clarity. The students told the narrator that her sister said the word blue, which was new to them, but not for the narrator, who had now lived with her for 5 years. So this shows that the little sister was of 5 years of age, and all the students in the class liked when she said a new word. So that means they were too good to her. I understand my sister. My sister understands what I say too, especially if I speak slowly and move my hands a lot. But it is not only my lips and fingers that my sister watches. I wore my sunglasses yesterday. The frames were very large. The lenses are very black. My sister made me take them off when I spoke. What do my brown eyes say to her brown eyes? That I would really rather play ball than play house. That I just heard our mother call, but I do not want to go in yet. The narrator says that the sisters understand each other as they have grown up together and know each other inside out. The narrator says that her little deaf sister not only watches her lips and hands, but also her brown eyes. She says that once the narrator was wearing large framed sunglasses that had black lens, which her sister made her take off to see what her brown eyes said to the little sister's brown eyes. She also loved to play with the ball rather than the playhouse, and when the mother called them inside, she did not want to go in. So, this she wanted to read in the eyes of the narrator. Yes, I have a sister who can understand what I say, but not always. Last night I asked, "Where are my pajamas?" She went into the kitchen and brought out a bunch of bananas from the fruit bowl on the table. My friends ask me about my little sister. They ask, "Does it hurt to be deaf?" No, I say, her ears don't hurt, but her feelings do when people do not understand. So the narrator says that she claims that her sister does not always understand her, as once she mixed up bananas and pajamas. When the students at school ask the narrator if it hurts to be deaf, the narrator responds negatively, retorts that her feelings do when people do not understand her at all. My sister cannot always tell me with words what she feels. Sometimes she cannot even show me with her hands. But when she is angry or happy or sad, my sister can say more with her face and her shoulders than anyone else I know. I tell my friends I have a sister who knows when a dog is barking near her and who says she does not like the feel of that sound. She knows when our cat is purring, if it is sitting on her lap, or that our radio is playing if she is touching it with her hand. So the narrator says that the sister cannot always tell the narrator how she feels because sometimes her feelings cannot be expressed with just gestures. However, the narrator claims to understand her face and shoulder movements. The narrator tells her friends about her sister who has the talent to know when a dog is barking near her without actually hearing, or how she can guess when the radio is playing, but the sister never knows if the telephone is ringing. She is able to guess the radio playing by touching the radio and feeling the radiations and the vibrations. But my sister will never know if the telephone is ringing or if someone is knocking at the door. She will never hear the garbage cans clanging around the streets. I have a sister who sometimes cries at night when it is dark and there is no light in the hall. When I try plugging my ears in the dark, I cannot hear the clock ticking on the shelf or the television playing in the living room. I do not hear any cars moving out on the street. There is nothing. Then I wonder, is it the same? So the narrator says that although her sister could know that when the dog was barking or when the radio was playing by touching it, but the sister never knows if the telephone is ringing or someone is knocking at the door, or even when the garbage man clangs the garbage cans when emptying them. The sister cries at night if it is dark. The narrator tries to understand the agony of her sister by plugging her ears in the dark and not sensing what is happening around her when a person is not able to hear at all. She tries to understand the feelings of her little sister, what actually the little sister is going through. I have a sister who will never hear the branches scraping against the window of her room. She will not hear the sweet tones of the wind chimes I have hung up there. But when the storms come, my sister does not wake to the sudden rolling thunder or to the quick clap clap on the shutters of the wind. My little sister sleeps. I am the one who is afraid. So the narrator says that she laments that her sister will never hear the sweet tones of the wind chimes or the branches scraping against the window of the house. However, she says that the sister will never know the fear of sudden rolling thunder, which is when the narrator is afraid, but the sister sleeps soundly. Now my sister has started going to school, to my school. Although our mother still helps her speak and lip read at home, the teacher and children do not understand every word she says, like sister or water or thumb. Today, the children in her room told me, "Your sister said blue." Well, I heard her say that long time ago, but they have not lived with my sister for 5 years the way I have. So the narrator says that now the sister has started going to school, although her mother continued helping her to speak and even lip read. The teacher and the I stamp my foot to get my sister's attention or wave at her across the room. I come up beside her and put my hand on her arm. She can feel the stamping. She can feel the touching. She can glimpse my moving hand from the corner of her eye. But if I walk up behind her and call out her name, she cannot hear me. I have a sister. My sister is deaf. So at the end, the narrator says that her little sister can see her wave when she tries to attract her attention. She can feel if the narrator stamps her feet and can also feel her touch when the narrator puts her hand on her arm. But she is unable to hear if the narrator calls her name from behind. It is because she has a sister who is deaf. Such a beautiful poem. And we all need to support such people with hearing, listening, speaking, or seeing impairments. We need to be a great support to such people. We need to love them. We need to include them with our company. We need to make them feel important. We need to make them feel loved. Let's go on to the question answers. In the beginning, we have the reference to context questions. Let us quickly see. My sister can play the piano. She likes to feel the deep rumbling chords, but she will never be able to sing. She cannot hear the tune. Let us see the question 1. How does the speaker sister feel the tune of the piano? The answer is the speaker sister feels the tune of the piano by touching the deep rumbling chords. Question B. Why can't she hear the piano? The speaker sister cannot hear the piano because she is deaf. C part. Why will she never be able to sing? The answer is the speaker sister will never be able to sing because she cannot hear the tune of the piano. Let us see the second question. The extract is, when I come home, I also sat on the floor. My sister put her hands into the box. She smiled and said, "Ball." Ball? It sounded to me. It's a ball. I repeated just like a mother did. My sister nodded and smiled. Ball, she said once more. Again, it sounded like ball to me. The question is, from where did the speaker come back? The answer is the speaker came back from school. B part, how had they taught the sister to say the word? The speaker's mother had taught the sister to say the word. The question was, who had taught the speaker to say? Let us see the third extract. I understand my sister. My sister understands what I say too, especially if I speak slowly and move my hands a lot. But it is not only my lips and fingers that my sister watches. Question A is, do you think the siblings bond well with each other? Give reasons. Answer is yes, the siblings bond very well with each other. They take care of each other, help each other, and play with each other. B part, when does the speaker sister understand what is being said? The speaker sister understands what is being said when the speaker speaks slowly and moves her hands a lot. By speaking slowly, the little sister is able to lip read and understand. C part, what else does the sister watch apart from the lips and fingers to understand the speaker? Do you think the sister is very perceptive? That is, able to see what others cannot? The answer is, apart from lips and fingers, the sister watches the speaker's eyes to understand her. Yes, the sister is very perceptive, for just by looking at the speaker's eyes, the sister can tell if the speaker would rather play ball than a playhouse, or if she just heard their mother calling but does not want to go in yet. Let us see the question and answers. This is B part, question 1. Why is the speaker's sister special? Answer, the speaker's sister is special because there are not many sisters like her. She is different from the others. Question 2. What are the normal things that the speaker's sister can do? The answer is, the speaker's sister can play the piano, she can dance with a partner or march in a line. She leaps, tumbles, rolls and climbs to the top of the monkey bars. Question 3 is, what do you think happens when the sister tries to catch the speaker's legs while on a swing? Answer is, when the sister tries to catch the speaker's legs while on the swing, the sister or the speaker probably gets hurt, and so the speaker shouts out, "Look out." Question 4. How is the sister's experience in school? In school, the teachers and the children do not understand every word that the speaker's sister says, but they get very excited when they do hear her say a new word, like they heard the word blue. This shows that the sister is well liked in the school. Question 5. Why did the speaker ask the speaker to take off the sunglasses? Why did the sister ask the speaker to take off the sunglasses? The answer is, the sister asked the speaker to take off the sunglasses because apart from the lips and fingers, she watched the speaker's eyes to understand her. Just by looking at the speaker's eyes, the sister could tell if the speaker would rather play ball than a playhouse, or if she just heard their mother calling but did not want to go in yet. Question 6 is, how are the two siblings different? The answer is, the two siblings are different in the way that one can hear and the other cannot. Due to this, the speaker's sister watches for the quick movements in the grass, and the speaker listens for the small sounds when they stalk the deer out in the grassy lot behind their house. When the storm comes, the speaker is afraid of the rolling thunder and wakes to the quick clap clap of the shutters in the wind, whereas her sister sleeps peacefully. We can definitely add more points to this, that the speaker is independent, the speaker can hear very nicely, she teaches her younger sister. Then there are so many things which the little sister is not able to hear, like the garbage cans outside and all that. So you can add as many points as you like. Question 7. How does the sister communicate that she is angry? The sister communicates her anger with her face and shoulders. Sometimes she yells so loud that her mother fears that the neighbors will complain. Now my sister has started going to school, to my school. Although our mother still helps her speak and lip read at home, the teacher and children do not understand every word she says, like sister or water or thumb. Today, the children in her room told me, "Your sister said blue." Well, I heard her say that long time ago, but they have not lived with my sister for 5 years the way I have. So the narrator says that now the sister has started going to school, although her mother continued helping her to speak and even lip read. The teacher and the students don't understand what she says and her speech lacks clarity. The students told the narrator. So this was the poem, the explanation and all the question and answers with reference to context. If you go through any problem, please put it in the comment section. If you have still not subscribed my channel, please press the subscribe button and also the bell icon for the latest notifications. Do take good care of yourself. Bye bye.